Hi Earth signs counterparts. So this video is if your counterpartner is an Earth sign. So this is a message from them and what they're currently going through to help you better understand them and what they're struggling with or what their challenges are. The song I got, which is pretty cool, is called Ascension, and I forgot to write who is it by. Either way, it's going to be in the description, so it doesn't really matter. So one of the lyrics that stuck out to me was, what are you running for? So this is basically your earth sign person asking you, what are you running for? And again, it can be divine M, divine F, depending on what you are. And it says, I'm on my way. And I'm not singing it, no, not yet. If I can make it out of this hell. So I feel that for your earth sign is struggling. I'm an earth sign myself. So for us, 1 + 1 is 2. And it's just that simple. Like, we tend to be very logical when it comes to things, and we just don't get certain things, like, but why? So I just feel like your earth sign, I keep on wanting to say Capricorn, I don't know why, but if your person is a Capricorn, they're really struggling with this. And I think that's why I've been, because I'm a Capricorn sun, but I mean, I have, whatever. Anyhow, I feel like they're really, earth signs in general that have chosen to not accept you as their counterpart are still battling their logical part. So when they say, if I can make it out of this hell, it's not so much of a physical sense of, like, that they're going through hell in a situation, even though some of them could. It's more that the mental imprisonment that they have as to allowing themselves to believe in love, to believe in, to believe in you. And then they just don't understand, like, when they're asking, like, what are you running for? Because I feel like your earth person, when they come on to talk about certain things, they're trying to be emotional, but in a logical type of way. So they're coming on very strong and like more of like a dictatorship type of thing. So that kind of makes you kind of like, we need some space, whether you're a female or male. But they don't understand because, they're logically explaining to you how much they love you and how much they want to be with you, and they just don't understand why you don't get it. Does that, you get what I'm saying? I even have to look at my wine glass for that. So yeah, just have a lot of patience with your earth peoples. Again, a lot of the earth signs are struggling with how to be just how to speak to you from their heart without having their logic come into play. Those again, I want to keep saying Capricorns, but those earth signs that have done the healing work and have been doing the work on themselves are finally able to express their emotions. apologies. I hope it just doesn't start, because usually when I start yawning, it's like nonstop. It'll go on for like days sometimes. Are finally able to express their emotions towards you and to you without sounding forceful or without coming from a logical place. Those that still, those earth signs that still have to heal certain things or have to learn that there is a way to express emotions and that everything is not always logical. Those are the ones that I really like. But what are you running? Why are you running? I'm telling you I love you. Like, come over here. Like, I love you, so stay here. Like, that's kind of like how it sounds. So just have patience. They, whether they sound like a dictator or not, they are aware of it. And they're kind of battling themselves, like, how the fuck am I going to tell this person that I love them and I know that they are it for me without sounding like possessive? Like, how do I do that? Because they're gonna know that if they're with me, they're just with me. Like, that's the like, these are literally like what they're battling. Like, but if I don't tell them that I love them and that I want to be with them, just them, and I want to be exclusive, then they can go ahead and be with somebody else. Like all these dialogues that I'm sensing are so funny, because it's like, sweetie, honey, babe, whatever, guy, dude, girl, whatever, whomever, whatever earth signs I'm connecting to. This is why I've been having such rough nights. It's okay. They know you love them. You don't have to say it. Just feel it and allow them to feel it. I know. So just have patience, and, you know, when you're communicating with your earth signs, just give them some time, because like I said, some of them are already there, being able to emotionally express without having to say the words I love you or without having to force it onto you. But some of them are still struggling with that because they have not finished healing and working on things. And then some people just have poor communication. So you just got to find another way to deal with it. But I really, you know, I'm going to be praying for my fellow Capricorns, because those Capricorns, I don't know what the heck is going on with you guys lately, but you guys, your energies are so strong. This is what I'm going to do individual readings too, like per signs, because it just keeps saying Capricorn, Capricorn. So especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, like, this is how it's coming. They're coming on very, very, very forceful, and they want you to know and to understand and to accept that they love you, and they want the same thing back from you. And it's like, hold on, everybody expresses love in a different way, but why? If you don't say it, how am I supposed to know? Oh my god, this is so funny. So just have patience with them. A lot of it has to do with inner child work that they have not done yet, just being honest. Whew. Let's shake that off a little. But there's growth. They're growing into trying to balance those aspects in themselves. So just have, you know, again, have patience. That's all I can say with the Capricorn. Just have patience, because I feel like a lot of the, if your counterpart partner is a Capricorn, it goes my yawning. It's so funny because I don't know why that's coming up, but I remember when I used to have Facebook and Instagram, I used to videotape myself when I used to do workouts, because I lost like over 60 pounds working out and eating right, but it was really more, I was resting. And I did not know how much I yawn until I watched myself one day in a video, and I was literally yawning like every minute throughout the workout. And I was able to finish like a full workout, which is kind of funny. And I think that's what it is. They're realizing, so your earth signs, especially your Capricorns, are starting to realize that by being forceful and by wanting to force into you that they love you and wanting to force you to love them the way that they love, they're realizing that they're pushing you more away than actually drawing you more in. So they are in essence, kind of like revisiting the communications. Now this can backfire because they're gonna kind of like distance themselves from you, and then you're like, okay, so now do they hate me because they're not saying they love me anymore? No, they're just trying to figure out different ways of saying I love you without saying I love you, if that makes any sense. I don't know. For those of you where your counterpartner that is a Capricorn and has another person, or you have another person, it's like the earth sign is telling the other person, either that they were with or they're with, it's like, I don't love you, I love him or her, and I want to be with them. Like, don't you just get it? Like, just leave. Like, they're being forceful in everything that they're doing. And if you are the one that's in a relationship with somebody else, or you have an ex or somebody that's interested in you, your earth sign is sitting here like, yo, does this person, I know that, like, I love them and they love me, like, back off. Like, that is the energy that the earth signs are taking. Like, they are becoming territorial, which is not a good thing in an essence, but they're not seeing it as territorial, like being obsessive or controlling. They're viewing it as, I am protecting what's mine, because if I don't protect it, then I'm leaving an open field for somebody to come and take what's mine. So they feel that by telling you how much they love you, or trying to show you, whether it's with material things or whatever, that they're tending to their garden. With an essence, you want the emotional part, but without the forcefulness in it. And those earth signs that are trying to get rid of people, they're being very cold. Like, no, I don't care how many years we were together. I don't care. Keep everything. I don't care. And for an earth sign to, especially if they're married to somebody else, if they build a life with somebody else, to just be like, you know what, keep everything, I'm out, peace. That's really hard, because as a Capricorn, like I said, our status in our jobs, our status in society, our status financially, and things like that have been are of big importance to us. So in an essence, when they're leaving everything behind, they're like, do you not fucking get it? Like, I love you. I left everything. Like, nothing means anything to me. Like, why are you running from me? Like, stay here. Like, I came running to you, but that doesn't mean you run away from me. So that's the energy the earth signs are in. So if you are dealing with an earth sign, just have patience. No, they are not trying to control you in a sense of, you know, your mind type of thing. Is they want to protect what is theirs. So find a way to communicate with them by your actions and by the way you treat them. They'll learn. Because they'll feel the love from you even if you're not constantly saying it, and they'll feel protected by you even if you're not saying it. And sorry, my battery's low. So the only thing you can do at this point is just show them how to be all these things that they're telling you they are towards you without saying it with words, and they will quickly catch on. Anyhow, we got like 20%, so we're good. Anyhow, usually I have it connected, which is kind of weird. So we're gonna do the energy of the earth signs, like the energy that they are embodying I can't say that word. If I keep trying, it's just gonna get worse. Thank you, narcolepsy. The energy they're in, and then their energy towards you, basically. So their energy. I don't know why I had to pull two. Their energy, like I said. So it's that would be like the Ace of Pentacles. So they are dropping everything to the core. Like they're stripping themselves to the core because they have realized what they feel for you and how much you mean to them. And nothing, no one, anything, no one, nothing, anything, no one, anything, nothing in this world is going to stand in the way of them going after you. A lot of them, like I said, are realizing that they need to balance out the way that they speak to you, the way that they communicate with you, because if they were in that forceful energy before, with the Four of Cups in reverse, they know that if they continue on being that forceful, that coming on that strong, all they're going to do is push you away. And for those that are still doing it, if they haven't realized it, they're going to realize it, because even if you're staying in their physical sense, like in the area with them, the way you're communicating with them is letting them know that you're pulling back. So again, if this is your, your divine masculine or divine feminine that is an earth sign, and just know that they're all in it. They're completely all in it. It's just literally, and I mean, we all know ways to show somebody that we love them without saying it. And we all know ways of showing people, like, the person that we love, how to feel protective and how to feel, at ease and how to feel secure and stuff like that without having to use words. So, I mean, it's all here. They're in it for the whole long. So just show them by your actions, by the way you treat them. Just don't run, because if you run, it's just going to confuse them so much. And I just have a fear that for those of you that choose to run because either your earth person took too long to realize, or your earth person did something that you didn't think was right, like leaving everything to the ex or whatever, and you leave them, then they're going to regress, and they're going to regress badly. And if you thought it took long, it's going to take twice as long for that person to come back. And that is what I get. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.